Alright guys, so I think it's now safe to say that Dragon Ball Legends is headed towards a Sagas from the Movies campaign, which should officially be getting announced any second now, either probably late tonight or early tomorrow. I'll make sure to have full coverage here on the channel once we get leaks or any kind of info on this brand new campaign. Just make sure to simply just like, subscribe, and have those notifications bell on, and I promise you guys, you will never miss any kind of information regarding Dragon Ball Legends. But Dragon Ball Legends just announced this Zenkai here, which I am very excited for, okay? It's going to be none other than the yellow Super Saiyan Broly. Now, this guy has an amazing Z ability, which is an HP buffer. The issue here is, and it's not really an issue, but his normal Zenkai ability, or excuse me, his normal Z ability, he is going to get a Zenkai, but his normal Z ability does not revolve around Sagas from the movies. It's just strictly powerful opponents. I'm predicting his Zenkai ability to be Sagas, so that's going to be Sagas and powerful opponent at the same time. And that to me kind of signals that the next big character will be kind of a villain of some sort, right? It could be something that's going to throw us off by surprise, which we'll get to the predictions in just one bit. Now, let's just read what this character does here in the sneak peek. So it says here, Super Saiyan Broly's Zenkai Awakening is coming. Unlock all uniques to draw an ultimate art when entering the battlefield with a KO'd battle member. Activates once. And so yeah, he's going to be able to draw 2 ultimates, which is pretty crazy for a Zenkai. I think there's another Zenkai that does this as well. Not including an LF. I just forgot which. I got to remember. There's so many Zenkais. Anyways, it goes on to say, plus if there's any other KO'd, enemies, or actually enemies. So this is battle member. This is enemies. Okay, so plus if there's any KO'd enemy, nullifies enemies' special cover changes and destroy all their cards. Of course, upon entering the battlefield, activates once. So really good. I mean, I like this little preview. He needs a lot more than this, obviously. Him just being a bench unit is already a big W, right? Because he's an HP buffer, and including on top of that, he's not going to be a Zenkai. So this guy's going to be a part of a lot of teams in terms of bench, right? Going on forward, kind of like these Zenkai Yellow Super Saiyan 3 Go tanks. A lot of people use him as an HP buffer as well as a Zenkai. He's just phenomenal. It's just a great combination, right? A Zenkai and an HP buffer. So yeah, I mean, this guy needs a lot of help. But this to me signals that we might be getting a villain from the movies. Now there's a lot of different possibilities here. We could just kind of break this down a little bit. Now, I'm not saying these are going to happen. I'm just tossing in possibilities. And by the way, comment down below, which one of these would you guys prefer? Now, a character we haven't gotten yet is a Bio Broly, and he is not really a fan favorite, I'd say. I would want this character just because we don't have this character. It would be nice to see, not necessarily as an LF, maybe as a 1% sparking. That would be pretty cool to see as well. How they're going to do this, I'm not quite sure, because they could make this unit a transforming unit, technically speaking. So yeah, I'm quite excited. There's a lot of Broly things going around. We also just got a sneak peek for a brand new unique equipment revolving around the Super Saiyan Blue Bros, of course. So this should be, the official announcement for this should be coming around maybe 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Pacific time tonight. So I'll keep you guys updated. And also we got this Go tanks. So a lot of Broly action going on here. You see Broly in the background, right? Sagas from the movies here. More Broly here, as well as, of course, we got this Zenkai Broly. So, I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but Bio Broly is a character we haven't gotten yet, right? We've got all the Brolys, a ton of Brolys as a matter of fact, but not a Bio Broly. Now, this is a long shot, and I'm emphasizing long shot, guys. Relax. This is just something I personally would love to see. I know this is like Heroes related, but I would love to see maybe a Sagas from the movies cooler tied into games original at the same time. I don't think this is going to happen. Just let me make that very clear. There's like a 1% chance of this happening. I just want to toss it out there. Maybe a producer is watching this video and they want to take this idea. Hey, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would love this for sure. A golden cooler? Yes, sign me up. And more realistically, there's also a metal cooler. We haven't gotten a LF metal cooler yet. Now, this would be pretty cool. I can envision like his LF being some kind of like army of coolers. I think this would be a very cool looking LF. So sign me up. I mean, I wouldn't really mind this one at all. And we're just pretty much just knocking off main villains here, right? Buhan is one that definitely deserves it. We just got out of a Majin Buu Saga campaign. I don't think this is going to happen either. It's just something I would personally love to see because I think this character definitely deserves an LF. And they've done all the Buhans that's came out pretty dirty as of late. So, you know, I would kind of like to see this as well. And shout out to one of my subscribers here on Twitter, Dead Sanity. If you're watching this, shout out to you. I'm going to like this. I don't like the feel of this, is what he commented. So yeah, I mean, we don't know what they're gonna have in store. If the character is good at the end of the day, you know what this is kind of reminding me of. If you don't like the character, that's totally fine. It's kind of like Ultimate Gohan, right? From the part 2 of the anniversary. Not a lot of people liked Ultimate Gohan, and then it turns out he was really good, and now people are summoning for him. So as long as the character is good, I don't mind, right? We just can't have the character be non-hype and not good at the same time. I would rather a character be not hype and good rather than a character be bad and hype. Kind of like Super Saiyan God Goku, right? That was a disappointment. That's a perfect example. Super Saiyan God Goku, we were waiting for a Battle of Gods, Super Saiyan God Goku for the longest time, hype character, but it turned out he wasn't that good. He's still pretty solid, don't get me wrong, but people will give him a little bit more slack than he deserves. But that's just a very good example, right? I'd rather the character be let me ask you, would you rather the character be hype but bad or not hype but really good? Comment down below. That's actually a very good question. But yeah, this Broly definitely needs a lot of help. Just to emphasize you, let me see, he is a melee type, just to make sure. But look, this is all he does, guys. Extremely bare bone. He came out a long time ago. We can actually kind of see when he came out. Let's just check it out. I think it was, let's see, he came out on this all-star banner with Demon King Piccolo, which was back in early 2021. My God, February 27th, 2021, right before Valentine's Day or right after Valentine's Day. So yeah, yeah, definitely an old unit, and it makes perfect sense, right? He does have an ultimate, like I said, and he will be able to draw 2 ultimates, which is nice to see. But let's just really quick read what he does here. So his main ability is Awakened Menace, Defensive Menace, shots to Defensive Menace. Draw the Ultimate Arts card, Gigantic Explosion next. Restores own ki by 50 and plus 20% damage inflicted cannot be cancelled, and it takes 25 timer counts to pass. So this needs to be upgraded dramatically. Maybe this is up to like, I don't know, the damage up to 50%, card draw speed included, and something like that, I would say, would be pretty nice to see. His first unique ability is 30% to damage inflicted against tagged Sun family, cannot be cancelled. Also applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. 60% damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled. Reduces damage received by 20% for 15 timer counts. Gradually restores gradually restores health each timer count for 60 timer counts. And -5 to strike and blast cards cost for 10 timer counts, and plus 20% damage to ultimate damage, inflicted every time this character uses an, that's going to be hitting like a freaking truck. That's insane. So every time this character uses a strike card, he gets 20% damage inflicted to his ultimate move damage, up to 80 timer count. So 4 strike cards, you're going to get 80% to his ultimate move damage. And he's going to be able to draw 2 of these. So that's actually really good. I like this a lot. Wow. It's actually, and it's not like you just got to use 4 strike cards. That's it. That's pretty crazy. Also, they got to give this guy card draw speed, of course. They got to give this guy cover null, which we saw a little preview of that. And his second unique ability is Flow of Power. Gain attribute upgrade -30 to enemy sustained damage cut effects when battle starts, cannot be cancelled, and reduces damage received by 30% until combo ends when cover changing. Knocks enemies back, against their strike cards as well. So yeah, I mean, and his special skill is green card Battle Sense. Plus 30% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, card draw speed, and nullifies own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions for 30 timer counts, which is not that bad. And his ultimate skill, which we saw, he gets 2 of these and a huge buff to it as well. Deals massive explode damage and plus 30% damage to ultimate move damage inflicted for 3 timer count upon activation. And a portion of this will also be dealt to the enemies on standby. And it also has blast armor. He does hold 2 strike cards as well. So I mean, his ultimate is looking quite interesting, guys. 100% to ultimate move damage is pretty wild, not including... By the way, he'll be able to hold this equipment here. Let me just show you guys really quick. So this equipment here is going to give him an extra 20% damage inflicted, which is pretty crazy. So this guy has great equipments as well. Yeah, for sure. This one right here that I'm highlighting. So yeah, guys, I am quite excited for this character. We'll see. His ultimate move is looking like a truck. So, yeah, quite excited. But I'm going to wrap this up, guys. I will post a video early tomorrow morning as well. And some leaks tomorrow. So make sure you guys have those notifications bell on. And like and subscribe. And hopefully, you guys have a blessed night. Have a good one. Peace.